Hey there, it's Tara Milo here. Good morning. So, today on Trending with Tara, I want to talk about old fashioned newsletters. I'm using a throat balancing chakra oil. It's for an expressive throat. It's kind of fun to use essential oils while you write a newsletter or make a video. And I love this one because we express ourselves through our throat chakra. And so opening up your throat chakra before you do a video or write a newsletter, it's kind of a fun thing to do, right? It helps you express yourself more fully and authentically. And it smells really good. Let's talk about old-fashioned newsletters. Um, it's funny, I mean, like no newsletters could be old fashioned, right? Because it's such a new thing. But when we're talking about trends and email marketing trends and online marketing trends, there is kind of an evolution of the trends and what is old fashioned and what is the new way to do things. And the new isn't necessarily always good. So I'm going to give you a tip on this at the end here. Let's think back to how email started. It started as, you emailing your friends, and I remember emailing my grandparents. I emailed my grandparents a lot when I was a kid. So email started as a way to communicate with your friends, right? And now we use email. I mean, think about the last time you got an email from a friend. It doesn't happen that often, right? There's so many other ways to get a hold of people. So a lot of our business is conducted via email. Some people say that you should send newsletters with a lot of photos in them to keep people engaged, and kind of that lifestyle business would send a lot of photos in emails, right? And then other people say you should strip all the photos out of your emails because it looks more like a friend emailing you. And that's the new trend. If you look at any leader in marketing, you'll probably find that their emails don't have a lot of photos in them. They're generally going to be plain text emails with a white background, completely white background, no colored frames, none of that. And that seems to be the way that online marketers who are constantly studying and testing, they seem to be going in that direction. So take a look at email newsletters from Marie Forleo, Amy Porterfield, Jeff Walker. These guys are studying online marketing all the time, and they are saying through their emails, they're saying, take all the images out and send it like a friend. Because the idea is that not Facebook, but your email newsletter provider or your email service provider where you receive your emails is looking for emails that look like a friend-to-friend email. And when you email your friends, you're probably not including a bunch of photos in your emails to your friends. So those emails are more likely to get in the inbox and not in the promotions folder in Gmail. And most people use Gmail. So if you're sending emails the old-fashioned way as far as marketing goes, the old-fashioned way is to load it up with a bunch of photos and try to really engage the eye and get people to click on photos or read your emails and whatever. That's the old-fashioned way to do it, because when Gmail introduced the promotions folder and all the different folders across the top, a lot of our emails ended up in the promotions folder. And the reason for that is because there are codes behind photos and colors, and Gmail can search for those codes and file your email in the promotions folder. But if you don't have color and you don't have photos, you're more likely to end up in the inbox, which is where you want your emails to be. So take a look at that. Think about the kind of newsletter you're sending and what your goal is. So if you're a lifestyle business, it might be really successful for you still to send a lot of photos in your newsletter. But if you're not in a lifestyle business, if you're not a business coach who is living the laptop lifestyle, if you're a health coach or somebody like me, computer girl, or if you're just somebody who wants to get in people's inbox and not in the promotions folder, think about taking out the photos and put the photos on your blog or use video or some other way to engage the eye that's a little more social, because email, you have a goal and a purpose with email, which is to get them to click on something and go do something and take action. So here's my tip. Try this for a couple of weeks and see which emails get opened. So try sending emails with photos in them and take a look at your open rate and take a look at where your emails go in your own inbox. And then for the next couple of weeks, send emails without any photos in them and without colors and without any of that stuff, and maybe one or two links, but not your social media stream, like none of that stuff. Take all that out and see where your emails end up and how often they're opened, and check and compare the open rate of the emails with a bunch of photos in them and without a bunch of photos in them. I'm going to bet you're going to have better open rates on those emails without a bunch of photos in them. To kind of make this super clear, the old-fashioned way for email marketers to send their email newsletters is to load it up with a bunch of photos and colors, because we thought that that made it fun and interesting to open and read. And now we're finding the new trend is to take out all the photos and have maybe one or two links. Take out photos, take out the colors, send it more like a plain text email, because that's more likely to be opened and read and clicked on, because it's more likely to end up in the inbox than the promotions folder. So don't take my word for it though. Test it out and go through your inbox and your promotions folder and see who's sending and where their emails are ending up. Because if they're ending up in the promotions folder, I bet they have a bunch of photos in them. And then test it out for yourself. And you can do A/B split testing. I know MailChimp does split testing. Send one email with a bunch of photos in it and one email with no photos in it. See which one gets opened more often than the other. And maybe you test it out over the course of a couple weeks. So test that out and see which emails get open, if they have a bunch of photos or if they don't. Because the new way of email marketing is to take those photos out of your emails and send it more like a friend email that is just plain text. Hey dude, what's up? And then maybe a short email, maybe one link, and that's it. Because your email service provider like Gmail or Yahoo, they're scanning the code behind the emails, and if they find images and colors, they're going to drop that puppy over in the promotions folder, and it's not going to be seen by your ideal clients. So just test it out. Take out that color and take out the photos and just make it a plain text looking email. Still use the HTML email, but make it look like plain text, and I bet it will be more likely to be opened. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if this is something that you have observed for yourself, and I will jump back in here and answer questions later. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.